What's happening is V12 Steff, representing V12 Studios, V12 the brand.
Messiah Jones, V12 Studios.
The lit one, Cubano, Smoove, V12 Studio, V12 the label.
DJ Knock Knock Bang Bang with the cash at V12 Studios.
And we just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
She don't like Gucci or Fendi, she don't like Prada, she said that she Louis Vuitton. She don't like Balenciaga, Dolce Gabbana, I'm guessing that we gon'.
All right, so we got V12, the brand, off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir.
How you guys feeling, man?
Great.
Bless.
Bless.
Pleasure being here.
For real.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you guys coming by. Let's just go ahead and introduce yourselves individually so everyone knows who is who.
What's happening is V12 Steff, representing V12 Studios, the brand.
Messiah Jones, founder, CEO, V12 the brand.
What's goody is the lit one, Cubano, Smoove, V12 the label, V12 the brand.
Okay. Who's sitting that back there behind you guys, too?
Award winning.
He don't need to introduce himself, bro.
Award-winning,
That's our
world-famous
voice.
celebrity, DJ Knock Knock Bang Bang with the cash at. We run this town.
There it is. Welcome, guys. So what else you guys got shaking here in Atlanta during this trip?
But today is like a media tour, so we're gonna be doing some interviews with some other vloggers, other sites. So it's kind of a media tour leg right now. That's what we're running on.
Okay. You guys come out here pretty often or not too much?
Of course, you got to come to the A. You're doing any music kind of business, so of course.
Okay. So all you guys are from Columbia, South Carolina?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Born and raised.
I'm not originally from Columbia, but that's my home. I can say grew up there. Yeah.
Okay. So talk to us about life in Columbia right now, man. What's been going on out there?
V12, what's going on? Facts.
The only thing
Ask
going
anybody.
on, honestly, you go online, you see us out on tour. You see us out doing promo tour, not even just shows. You know what I'm saying? We just putting the brand out there, putting our name out there.
Community cleanups, all that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a movement going on right now, a musical movement going on in the state of South Carolina, and we just ready to be heard.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so V12 the brand. How did this all come about and what's the vision for V12?
Wow. Well, V12, it started off like a management company for a club. And from that, it just kind of morphed into a club, a studio, a restaurant. We started dabbling in different things. But the studio arm of it is what really, really picked up for us. And through the studio, we was able to do, other things. We was able to branch off into other things such as film, production, of course, music. We created a label, clothing line. We make all our clothes. These are all custom items from our line. And of course, the music. These are the artists, the face, the brand ambassadors right here. So it's really about them. They the ones that really picked up the torch and waved the flag, and it made people really recognize our brand.
Facts.
Gotcha, man. So if someone was to come to V12 Studio, what's that experience like for them?
Out the gate, it's amazing.
Really, the vibe really like draws people in to like the studio itself. Really, like it's just the vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I feel like the studio vibe is just like a vibe you can't really like. And it's just something you can't like replicate.
And the sound quality, you cannot match the sauce. V12 got the sauce for sure.
I got you.
I'm like what we do different than other studios is we try to make the experience, pleasant for the client, and we take it real serious. We give them an excellent product, an excellent service for a reasonable price. We understand where we at, the community we in. So we're not trying to price ourselves out. We V12 though, we do everything at the maximum level. So we just give them a high quality product at a reasonable price. So all around the board, and our most important factor is customer service. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make you feel like you're in a professional situation. That's why we call ourselves the pros when we talk about each other collectively. We the pros.
Yeah. So the studio's open to the public. It's available to anyone to book.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Studio open right now.
Okay.
Facts.
Right, yeah, and that's something we want to make clear, that it's not just a studio for our artists. The artists, they are the engineers. They the one working on everybody's music in the city. So they saucing everybody up, making sure everybody sound good. So in the interim, I thought like, hey, since they doing such a good job with everybody else's music, man, let's put their music out, because they're artists. That's what they, they came to the studio as artists and just happened to fall in love with what we was doing and became engineers, and now they running the show. Like, they the top engineers in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you look for out of an artist if you're gonna add them to V12?
Well, that's a thing. Like, I never looked for these guys. You know what I mean? They just came. They had the right attitude, and it's just a vibe. Like, it's funny. People call all the time, hit me in the DM. They like, yo, man, I want to get on board. I want to be a part of V12. I need a team. But I say nobody ever got a deal by calling and saying, give me a deal.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a relationship has to be built. And that's what they did. We created a relationship. Like, these my brothers, Ain't no replacing them. Ain't nobody else can come and do what they do, So as far as new people, they just have to really impress us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, I don't make a decision on my own. I mean, we a committee now. Like, y'all the founders of this thing now. We taking this thing corporate, Fortune 500. That's our aspirations.
100 million.
100 million.
Who's the other artist? Do you have more artists on V12?
Yeah, man, Mr. 14.
Shout out my boy.
That's my dog, Big Boss. Unfortunately, he's not able to be with us today because he has some issues with we can't really talk about
Let's
his
just say he
case.
been off the porch.
He cased up. Yeah, he off the porch.
He been off the
Yeah,
porch.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta get back on the porch.
But yeah, he like that, man. That's our street. Gangster rapper. For the label. Of course, it's the ladies' man. And this right here, just smooth, melodic. He's just that dude. You know what I'm saying? So collectively, man, we try to cover the whole gamut and just give quality product, services all the way across the board.
Right.
I got you. So how long have you guys been rapping? We'll start with you, Steff.
I say I've been rapping for about like 4 years, but I mean, I ain't take it really seriously until like they took it seriously, really. Like, they really were the ones that made me take it seriously. So I really like been taking it seriously for about 5 months now.
Okay.
Thanks. So I was rapping a little nibble lab and rapping in school, little performances like that, but songs, I ain't put a song together till like I got out of high school. I ain't started rapping for real till a year ago.
Oh, really?
Facts.
Okay. Yeah. So who were some of you guys' musical influences that kind of made you, might have inspired you to want to start too?
I mean, I say a lot of people be surprised when I say this too, but I'm a big fan of Rick Ross.
Okay.
Probably Rick Ross' biggest fan, ain't gonna have.
Facts.
So like, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, Eminem too. Them was really like the top 3 I was listening to growing up, even in high school.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna go with Future and Drake and Thug. They got the way, they got that vibe. We can't leave out K Camp though. He a go-to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People sleep on
So
K
like,
Camp.
yeah, I'm on that vibe wave. I'm trying to get to your soul. I want you to feel this.
Yeah.
Facts.
So when did you guys start engineering? Did you already know how to engineer before you went to V12, or how did that all come about for you guys?
I ain't know nothing about engineering when I got to V12, I ain't gonna lie. I was just like an artist. I just woke up one day and just thought about coming to V12 because I was being told to come to V12. But when I got there, I didn't know anything. I actually learned everything from Cubano.
Okay. You seem surprised by that.
Yeah, man.
Didn't you teach him everything?
Yeah, man. I can't say everything, man. He'll go. I did teach him the founding steps.
Yeah.
I started engineering when my buddy threw me in there, man. I used to just go up to the studio, vibe with Big Bro. And it was, like you said, it was a relationship. So we just needed some engineers. I'm like, man, let me try it. I got an ear for music already. Hopped in there. It's been out of there since then.
Okay.
Facts.
What's some do's and don'ts for engineers when working with an artist?
Don't be on your phone. Don't be playing with them people's time because they paid.
Yeah, man.
And give them the best you can give. Don't slack, man. You don't want nobody slack on your track.
Exactly.
I remember when I was recording with other people, I'm like, yo, I'm paying you, what's going on? But now I know when I'm on the other seat, it's like you gotta make sure that the client get the best.
Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's how we stay the best studio in South Carolina.
Yeah. Are you very hands-on as an engineer with the artist?
Yeah, man, I might even give you a word or two. Give me a little bit of my credit, man.
Because that's how you build a relationship with the artist, really. Like, the artists want to feel comfortable enough to come to you every time. You know, they trying to grow as an artist as well, you feel what I'm saying? As an engineer, you sitting back, listening, you an ear, you the first ear to give like input on how they can make this song hard, you know what I'm saying? That's all the artists want, really.
And they know our input is valid because they listen to our music, they see how we going up. So it's like, yo, bro, what's good? They want the sauce.
Yeah.
So we give it to them.
Okay.
Do you guys feel like engineers are undervalued in the rap game?
Kinda.
I ain't gonna lie though. they're not spoke on a lot, but if you go to studios, you're gonna see them plaques. As long as you got everything right, you get your plaque, you did your job.
Yep, that's real.
Okay.
A question I've been asking engineers lately is, do engineers deserve publishing on a song that they record?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
If you're into it with that session, if you're giving like guiding pointers, like song changing pointers, like you know the song with, come on now.
Yeah.
You gotta just give a little love. It's only right. He helped you
Yeah.
create the song. He giving you the sound.
That's facts, man.
Yep. What would you say is a good percentage number-wise? What should an engineer get there?
Since he did every song, I mean, a good 7 to 10%. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not asking for too
If he
much.
did 15 songs on the track, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get a good number off that.
Yeah.
And he still got the studio. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So do you guys prefer to engineer yourself or let someone else handle it for you?
Gotta get to me.
I can't even let somebody like, once you record yourself and you good at it, bro, you're not gonna wanna like, I feel like, it's just my opinion, you're not gonna wanna have somebody else record you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it has to be done. Like, I feel like nobody's gonna make me sound the way I wanna sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly the way I want it to sound. So,
I think that's what sharpened us up as engineers too, like working on our own sound and perfecting that make us better. Simple.
Yeah, that way you're in complete control of the sound. you
Right.
know? I feel that. All right, so what's the music scene like in Columbia right now? Seems like you guys been going up here lately.
Man, Carolina is going up.
Man, it's on fire, man. Like, we just hosted a versus between two artists in our city. And I mean, it's like, it did 2,500 views that night, 1,000 comments, 140 shares. So like, that's local viral, you know, for some artists that's really not on the level right now, like on a national level. I thought that was dope, man. And it just like you say, you know, a lot of artists coming through here. They putting themselves on real platforms. They putting their music out there on real platforms, and they really being taken serious right now. You know, I always said that South Carolina, the only state that got South in its name. South is hot, been hot for 20 years.
Right.
It's our time.
Yep.
You know, they say the first gonna be last, the last will be first. We was the last.
We finna be number
It's
one.
time for us to be first, you know.
Yeah. Why do you feel like it took so long for South Carolina to finally get in the game, man? Because the talent's been out there.
Right. I mean, personally, I believe it's because a lot of people from South Carolina, but they branch out, they go to different places, and might forget to mention South Carolina a little bit. So this South Carolina talent, but you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna really tell you that. Or their grandparents came, like everybody comes from South Carolina. Take it back to the slave trade. You know it. Everybody came through South Carolina, so they got a piece of us in them.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so I see the clothing line, man.
Yeah.
Who designs all this? I really like that hoodie.
Oh, thank you. I mean, honestly, everybody kind of like, they all put their input in. Like he's crazy. He do his pants, he do his shirt. Same thing. Everybody do their own drip for their shows.
Okay.
Or any appearance. We go in, we got like a design studio, and we got all the materials. We get back there and we try to get creative and just make something that's unique, you know. And it's just all about what it all kind of encompasses what we're about. Just being different, being creative, being dope.
And pushing the brand at the same time.
And something we all say amongst ourselves, like we take it upon ourselves to try to make South Carolina look good.
Facts.
Because on a national scale, we are not looked at in a positive light for anything. you know. So we took it upon ourselves, like, let's try to make them, make us look good, you know, about how we present ourselves, how we move, how we dress, how we speak, everything. Just, you know, let's kill those stereotypes, you know, change up the narrative.
Right.
I feel that. So is the merch available online, or is this just one-to-one? Like, I designed this, no one else getting it, man.
A lot of stuff it's kind of like, you know, they samples to see, you know, how they are, how they gonna be accepted, and if people liking it and they talking about them, then yeah, we'll make them available. Otherwise, you know, we probably just, you know, do some kind of auction on eBay or something.
Okay.
You know?
But we do got merch on V12worldwide.com.
Yeah.
Go get your merch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's different. Like just the studio stuff, you can always get that online.
Yeah.
Stuff like those guys are wearing right there.
You also mentioned film production. What are you guys creating?
Should we tell them?
Movies.
Man, it's on the way. It's on the way. You might be in the movie. You don't even know it.
Right. Yeah, man, like we understand how important the visual aspect of this thing is. Even though we are audio recording studio, the visual aspect is very important. And you can see we got a creative director who's with us, who's putting together dope visuals and is trying to tell our story, you know. So yeah, we got a few projects coming down the pipeline, and we'll be putting out our first feature, not full length, it's a short film that we're going to release in the next month.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like talk about what we've been doing. Just to throw this in there, we've been touring during the pandemic. Like we started touring last year in August.
In the middle
you know
of
what I'm saying? We took a 45-foot luxury RV and we were riding all over any place that was open. We was going, you know what I mean? When everything was closed down, all the major artists was stuck at home. Man, we was on the road getting it, you know what I'm saying? So
even in the score,
we captured all that, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna let people see what we was doing, you know, and understand that we really serious about what we doing, and we doing this for SC, for real.
Yeah. Gotta document it, man.
right?
Document.
Absolutely. All right, so what's the singles that you guys are pushing right now?
My Type out on YouTube on the V12 Studios YouTube channel.
I'm on that time zone, Cubano, Smoove, everywhere.
Okay.
And Mr. 14 got Dope Boys. That's out everywhere, all platforms, streaming platforms.
So what type of vibes are we getting from My Type, Steff?
Man, for My Type, you're gonna get like a nice, seductive, smooth sound, like a, you know, smooth sensation sound. You know what I'm saying? Really, for the ladies, really. Mainly for the ladies.
Okay.
So you know, you know, that's just my target right there. That's my target practice right now.
Yeah.
Them women.
Okay. And what about for your single?
Man, the time zone, it's a lit bopper. Like I like to make feel good music. So time zone is gonna put you in the vibe, make you want to jig, make you want to bop a little bit.
I got you. So you guys working on upcoming projects like EPs?
Yes, Florida
tapes?
City 5.
Okay.
5. You ain't got.
So that's
4,
a compilation, right?
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, we that's how we started all this thing. Well, we put out a compilation, like I say, during the pandemic when everything was closed down. You know, we was fortunate enough to still be able to be open, and people was flooding us, and we was working, and in our downtime, these guys was working on music, and I was hearing what they was doing. I'm like, yo, this is dope, man. Let's put it out. So, you know, that's how even the label came about. Like, we couldn't put music out as a studio. We had to formulate a label the right way. Yeah. So I compiled this music that came from all of the engineers and producers that was working at the studio at the time. We just compiled this music together and we put it out. We called it Flood the City 3. Flood the City is a series that the studio has always done. I started that in 2016. And this was the third installment. And it featured these guys and it did so well that, you know, it made us put out another one. It was like, yo, it went out too quick. It was 9 songs. It was like, yo, it went out too fast. I want to hear more. So we made another one, made 4. We pushed that. So that's why we was on tour all last year, pushing Flood the City 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. And now we've had it again. We putting out a 5, version 5. And then after that, the movie, and then each individual project, their own
Okay.
solo albums. So we got a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
No cap.
Who are some of the artists we should expect on Part 5 then? Besides them, of course.
Let's just name a few. We got 6-0 Lean, Comrade Jodo, Freddie P,
Poncho.
Tick, Straight Fact Tick on there, and who else? Then we got some produced by Bosa got beats, Quan on the beat, and my son, he 13. His name, he go by Lil Polo, and
Polo.
he's like
Artist.
that. He the one, he the actual producer of Time Zone. So 13 Monster.
Monster.
So yeah, it's an in-house family thing, man. La Familia.
I got that.
Yeah.
Where else you trying to take V12, the brand, man? What else?
Well-
What else can you guys get into?
Well, our motto is there are no limits.
At all.
So we're gonna go as far as God allow us, you know. This thing right here is like that. I procured the studio from a prayer. I asked God during a downtime in my life for purpose. And he handed me the keys to the studio. And at that point, I know I could not be stopped no matter what. So everything that we can perceive or conceive can happen.
Right.
So as long as these guys, their mind is working and our imagination gonna be running, and we gonna do a whole lot, in the in the future, So sky's the limit, basically.
I dig that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, any last words, any shout outs before we wrap it up here today?
Man, shout out Silas.
Yeah, shout out to Side, man. He
Shout out
hold
my
it down
dog
for us.
Silas. Shout out
Fine beat.
everybody that mess with V12. I love
Yeah,
all y'all.
shout out to man, shout out to Carolinas, man. Shout out anybody who doing something with this music. Keep doing it, you feel me? Keep buzzing. And if you ain't tuning in to Flood the City 3 or 4, you late.
You hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Speak up.
Hey, shout out to all the DJs and DJ coalitions out there, man, that's supporting V12 the pros, man. You know what I mean? All your DJ coalitions that's touching your records up, the nightclub, airing these big shows, man. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
DJs for real, man. We love y'all. Tap in.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Victory Promotions. He's a major promoter in the country.
Facts.
And he's been an intricate part of us being seen out there. So I want to shout him out, and any and everybody who ever supported, liked, shared, commented anything about V12, what we got going on, is because of you. We exist, and I appreciate and love everybody for that, man. And I just ask you guys to just, check us out, hear us out, give us an opportunity to see what we about, and remember, there are no limits.
Facts.
She don't like Gucci or Fendi. She don't like Prada. She said that she Louis Vuitton. She don't like Balenciaga, Dolce Cubano. I'm guessing that we going home. She don't like nothing I bought her.